guys, we are back with what I am sincerely hoping is going to be some really entertaining Reddit stories. And today we are checking out Today I Effed Up By. So, our first story of today is Today I Effed Up By Trying to Buy Marijuana During a School Presentation. Wow. I have no idea how anybody could be this dumb, but okay. Anyways, towards the end of the school year, I had a presentation that counted as my final grade. The day it was due, I had a lot of frees and spent them putting it together on the side. Blah, 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 blah. The day it was due, I had a lot of frees and spent them putting it together on the side. I was texting back and forth with this person about buying marijuana, which is legal in Canada now. Of course, I'm pretty sure that you're still not allowed to do it in school. Not that stuff was when we were younger. I mean, I'm innocent. Anyway. When I gave the presentation, I airplayed my iPad, which had my presentation slides on the screen. I was about halfway through rambling on about this dull as shiz topic when suddenly I saw the entire class's jaws drop. There was a lot of murmuring, and so I turned around and saw that my pot texts were popping up on my pad for the class to see. Oh, wonderful. I just tried to discreetly switch to do not disturb mode and carry on, and I don't think my teacher saw, thanks to him jotting down some notes. Oh, buddy. I go to a very conservative private school where things like this are considered rare. It was talked about for quite a bit afterwards. I was also already on thin ice for getting caught with some toke earlier that year. It was a fairly extensive process in which they made me go through counseling and withdraw from some school extracurriculars. TLDR, I airplayed my iPad for a school presentation only for my next message banners about buying marijuana to come up. That's bad, bub, that's bad. Ugh. I don't know how to tell you this, but I wouldn't have done it. That's... Oof. To be fair, I would not have actually been that involved in school anyway. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be involved in school. I'm saying that I would not have been that involved in school because, yeah, I got detention a lot. I wasn't even that bad. I just got detention a lot. Anyway, there wasn't actually any reason for me to Actually, there probably was a reason for me to get detention all the time. I just wasn't completely aware of it. It was probably because I cussed at people when they were being rude. I swore a lot. I cussed a lot in school. I've been trying to not swear as often nowadays, but it doesn't work that good. Anyway, we're gonna keep reading. Oh Lord. Today I effed up by putting bay leaves in my spaghetti. I am going to retell a story that got arbitrarily removed from the main TIFU subreddit. When I was a kid, I'd go to a park by the lake in Florida with my family, and my mom would collect bay leaves from the trees lining the lake. Bay leaves are a key part of my mom's spaghetti. Hey! When I left for college, I took some of our treasured family recipes with me since my dorm had a full kitchen. Aw, that's kind of cute. The pond at my school had trees surrounding it, and they looked and smelled just like the bay leaf trees I remember. So I collected some leaves and put them in some spaghetti that I served to my then boyfriend. Well, as you may have guessed, those were not bay leaves. I found out several weeks later during my marine science labs that those were wax myrtle leaves trees. Not poisonous, fortunately, but not bay leaves. Well, I mean, at least they weren't poisonous. Did did it taste good? I really want to wonder if it tastes good. Let's get into the comments. Oh, somebody else already asked, how did it taste with the not bay leaves? You shouldn't be allowed to forage anymore. I agree. Bay leaves have smooth edges and wax myrtle leaves have saw edges. Yeah. It tasted perfectly fine, to be honest. Fine enough that I didn't suspect something was up. And I really did think that those particular leaves had the right fragrance. I'm actually pursuing a career in culinary arts. Wish me luck. Yeah, good luck to you, OP. I truly do wish you luck. That's as somebody who gardens, as somebody who works with a lot of plants, as somebody who likes to go foraging myself, how do you make that mistake in the first place? Wax myrtle doesn't really look anything like bay, let alone, it doesn't smell that much like bay either. It has its own kind of light, airy, like, kind of extremely strongly, I don't really know how to describe it. It kind of smells like cilantro. Yeah. Anyway. Don't really know what else to say about that, except, yeah, I don't like cilantro. Not a huge fan of bay leaves either. Honestly, most of that stuff just tastes like soap. I do like my spices. I will be honest. I use a lot of spices while I'm cooking. I can't eat that bland ass food. If it's bland, it ain't in my mouth. Anyway, I don't eat bland food, but I'm not a huge fan of cilantro. It tastes like soap. It literally tastes like you are biting into a bar of ivory soap, and I am not a fan. Anyhow, our next story. Today, I fudged up by visiting a water park and then posting about it in Today I Fudged Up. Okay? Let's get into it. Friend's sister comes to town, and he and his girlfriend had to work all day yesterday. So I offered to be a tour guide and show her around. It was extremely hot, and she said that she really wanted to swim. So I suggested the water park, which has pools, floating, a bar you can swim to, and all that. Cool, right? I mean, personally, I think that is cool. I don't see anything wrong with a water park, especially if you're, like, just hanging out with your best friend's sister. I don't know where that came from. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. You guys, everybody who, you guys just, you over there, you sitting right there, you just took my breath right away from me. I don't, oh my lord. Whew. Anyhow. Oh lord. Well, returning to our laying chairs after a few hours of returning to our laying chairs. Sorry guys, I'm ADHD, dyslexic, and yeah, ADHD, dyslexic, and autistic. And it's 4:17 in the morning because I have a weird time sleeping. Ha 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 ha. More coffee. Anyway. Well, returning to our laying chairs after a few hours of drinks and floating to dry up a bit, I notice a lady picking up my backpack. I yell at her that it's mine and run over. Getting closer, I notice she looks a bit rough and ragged and definitely has a feral look in her eyes. She starts screaming at me that I don't own her and can't tell her what to do, then sets my backpack on the laying chair and reaches for the zipper. Here's where the fudge up begins. I run up, grab the top handle, and rip it out of her hand, and then step back and start yelling for security. She rips aside the crotch of her bathing suit, yanks out her tampon, flings it at me, and hits me in the face. Ew! Ew! Grumple tampons over there? No! No! You nasty? Ugh! Ugh! No, not the face, not the face, not with the. Okay, I'm gonna be okay. Whew. I'm so sorry that happened to you, man. Thankfully, it wasn't dripping with blood or anything, and it only hit my cheek, but, I know! Security runs up, I just point at the tampon, and that's now lying on the concrete, and then at her, and she bolts up and begins to run off. Another guy standing behind the chair caught her. Meanwhile, my buddy's sister came over to see what was going on. Here's what happened, and just can't stop laughing. Police arrive, and I get to go through 20 minutes of questions so she can be properly charged, and I may have to go to court as a witness. And then I write all of this and post on Today I Fudged Up, and they take it down because my rules. That is the real fudge up. TLDR, Crazy Biznatch grabs my backpack, and I captured it back and got hit with a thwack by her tampon. I saw her nasty pig, and then she went to the clink, wrote up a post, and Mods gave it the ghost with the nary buzz. What do the comments say? The TLDR reminds me of Dr. Seuss or something. I wonder if Dr. Seuss was also hit in the face with a tampon. It could be a side effect. This woman's new name is Grumple Tampons. If anybody knows who she is, you need to inform her that her new name is Grumple, and she needs to stop with her tampons. Just not okay. Nobody deserves that. It's not alright. This poor man. I can't even imagine getting into that situation myself. Like, how in God's name? What? Holy cannoli! Why would anybody think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go steal this person's backpack, and when they try to stop me, my first reaction is gonna be to pull out my dirty old cotton camel and chuck it at their face. This woman needs to be stopped. This woman needs to be stopped. She needs to have pads from now on. Pads from now on. She is never allowed to have a tampon ever again. Um, Gosh darn it. Oh. Oh, I gotta compose myself. I laughed so hard I almost started crying, guys. I'm sorry. Today, I fudged up by thinking I was a robot. What? Okay. Let's get back into serious mode here. For the last 23 days, I've had the exact same routine. Every day. Get up, get dressed, get on the bus, buy food, pretzel, muesli, salad, lemon, cacouvre, every day. Oh, cake every day. Sorry. I thought it was cacouvre. I don't know what cacouvre is, but it sounded good. Now I wanna make my own type of dish called cacouvre. Would y'all eat it? Would you eat the cacouvre? Cacouvre! That's fun. Cacouvre! 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 And it... I'm sorry. Oh, gosh. I go to the office, study for 12 hours, return home, cook, and eat a meal. Read all summaries, go to sleep, and repeat. Comes in two variations, salmon with vegetables or beef with vegetables. Okay. And today, after 15 minutes of studying, I started getting hot. I lost part of my vision, blind spots, threw up, lost consciousness, woke up, threw up again, and then fell asleep on the floor in front of the toilet. At least I can see normally again now. My dudes take breaks when studying. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna make a TLDR myself. He didn't think that he didn't actually think he was a robot. He was acting like a robot. Wow. Okay. Nice. That was like a 6. Anyway. Sorry about the burp rating. Today I fudged up by having a kid bring out my oh no in front of the in-laws. Should I just call it a oh no, or should I call it I'm gonna call it a backdoor key. The key for the back door. Yeah. It's either gonna come out oh no, yeah. It's either gonna be oh no or key for the back door. You guys should tell me what you think is better down in the comments, please and thank you. Just right down there. And subscribe! Anyway. This past week, my husband and I had a fun week. Apparently so. Where we only had the baby to take care of, and the 2 older kids were gone to his parents for the week. Okay? It was nice not having to be quiet with naughties, or having to hide the spicy toys immediately after we were done. Fast forward to today, and their grandparents brought the older kids home. We were all catching up and talking about their adventures from the week and sitting in the living room. And the baby starts to get fussy, as babies do. Babies get fussy sometimes. Every once in a while they colic, or they start to teeth, or they're just hungry, or they peed themselves and their diaper's getting cold and they're all like, change me, I didn't do that. Anyway, sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I will understand if nobody likes this, but please like this. I will understand if nobody likes this video, but please like this video. Oh, golly. There's something wrong with me. So the oldest kid disappears and comes back in the doorway with a bright blue silicone backdoor key in hand. Hey, can the baby chew on this? I immediately feel my face turn hot, and I hope I wasn't turned towards the in-laws at the moment, because there was no way that I could hide that momentary shock. My immediate response was that I wanted to shout no after imagining the baby with a backdoor key as a teether, but husband played it super cool and just calmly and coolly says, "No, let's go find something that the baby can have," and scoops the baby up and ushers the oldest kid with the key in hand out of the room. Whew, I had to go get out of there after that, just so that I could calm my nerves for a second. Now I'm wondering, did the in-laws know what they saw? If so, they are having a hell of a laugh on their ride home. I don't even know if they'd be laughing. Oh, the first comment, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. That would be my grandmother. I miss my grandmother. She was such an amazing lady. She would have been on my arse. She was on my arse about getting into random stuff all the time when I was a kid. I have no idea what I played with half the time when I was a child. We had random boxes of toys everywhere. I don't even know if they were all children's toys. Anyway. Oh my gosh, can the baby chew on this? No! Oh, great recovery by the hubs. This is the stuff nightmares are made from. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I agree. I agree. That is a nightmare. Oh, Lord. That's awful. How can you even deal with that? I don't even know how. Oh, my gosh. I feel like if that were to even momentarily come up at all anywhere near my in-laws, I would just I don't even think that I would be able to contain myself as well as OP did. I would just crawl directly underneath of the coffee table and ask, not even ask, beg and plead for death. Anyway, let's get into the next story, because holy. Wow. Wow. Just wow. So, I've always been okay at sorry, I forgot to read the title. That I'm not okay after that one, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, this one. Today I fudged up by attempting to pickpocket. So, I've always been okay at pickpocketing. Non-seriously. Stuff like taking stuff out of my friend's bag without them noticing and then giving it back. I was watching a YouTube about it to learn about it more, and I was getting better and better. So today I decided to test it for real. You should never test that. Oh, honey, you're gonna go to jail. Oh, Lord, we're gonna have to go bail him out. We ain't supposed to have to bail him out. Anyway. Oh, I feel like I should be reading this in a country accent, so I'm gonna be reading this in a country accent for the rest of the duration of this story, because this is about the end of the video, and I haven't put on it yet. Anyway. I go out into a fairly crowded town, trying to act all casual. I go into my local market, going over to the jewelry area. Now, the people that are usually around here are total snobs. Excuse me. I go out into a fairly crowded town, trying to act casual. I go into a local market, going over to the jewelry area. Now, the people that are usually around here are total snobs. None of them have any common sense, but they all think that they are geniuses. I pick my target. I go in, take myself a nice suit. I can see the faint outline of a wallet in his pocket leaning in, and I slowly pull in and open that pocket and carefully try to take it out. Oh, shit. The guy turns around while half my hand is still in his pocket. I look above his head, and he's a level 100 boss. I run like shit. They almost catch up to me, and luckily, I know my way around a map. So here I am, being shamed as a level 1 crook, pretty sure that the police is gonna come take me, and anyone knew how I could get away from this? Honey, I don't know how you're getting away from that. Sorry, I don't know how you're getting away from this, man. Oh, that is absolutely awful. But to be honest, you fudged around to find out the consequences of your actions. He is gonna kick your butt. Anyway, sorry. I don't know what else to tell you there, honey. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. But because I love you guys, and I want you guys to let me know if you love my tea, because you're just a spoonful of sugar on a sunny day. Please like the video if you like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your little fingers tippity tap and tell me what you think. Anyways, thank you very much for being a part of my lovely video today. I love you guys, and please remember to be safe and make good choices and do good things. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Mwah.